I forgot to set do not disturb again. Hold on, guys. All right. What was I doing? Oh yeah, do not disturb. Don't need any text messages or phone calls going off. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I hope you can hear me. We're trying. We're trying. All right. Let's see. How is everybody today? It's Sunday and it's Thanksgiving break next week. Ah! Whew. I'm already doing the self-talk where I'm like, you can do it, Brandis. You got this. You'll be okay. Ugh, of course it decided to stick in like the vertical, so I gotta fix this. Grr. All right. I don't understand why and when it chooses to do vertical versus horizontal. I gotta play around with that more. All right. So let me rearrange the camera again. How do I see chat? Where's chat? No? No chat? Oh, yeah, there we go. Open app. Open app. So maybe on Facebook you can't see chat? I don't know. Doesn't want to open the app. So I don't know what's going on. There we go. There we go. Ta-da! Open chat panel. Yes, please. Thank you. All right. Okay, guys. Do you hear me? Am I here? Am I here? Let me know. Let's see. Move this a little tiny bit so I can see more. Or you guys can see more, I guess. So right now it's like one hand width, which is why I was trying to do it horizontal. Okay. I am hanging in. Hi, Jack. Welcome. I am BDazzldNails here, there, and everywhere, aka Brandis. We are just coming off of Emanuel Syndrome Awareness Day, which was yesterday. So on my feed, you're going to see a lot of blue and purple for my son. And now we are diving head first into Christmas. I know. It should be after Thanksgiving, but I did fall mist for a while, and now I think I'm just moving straight Christmas. I've got lights going. I've got stuffed animals going. Hi, Amanda. All right. So we are going to be doing gingerbread inspired Manny. I put the inspiration photos up in the group to give everybody kind of an idea and help remind me, because you guys know I just kind of like go off in my own direction, and we're all like, what happened? What's she doing? So, let me grab the Sweet Temptations bag. Aha! All right. So we swatched these on Friday, and we ran out of time because these are some really gorgeous colors, and I could not stop talking about them. So we're just going to do a quick review again of the dips in the Sweet Temptations collection, which is available on Etsy and on the gigisnailco.com site, and the sale is active. If you don't see 30% taken off of your order, message me or Kim at Gigi's Nail Co. and we will get back to you. Okay. The other collections from this release may not be up yet. I have been slowly but surely working on Etsy. My mouse just came in because I've been doing it all by trackpad, which is kind of annoying. I'm old. I don't work well on trackpad. Okay. So we have Chocolate High, which is our brown. This word more brown. It's showing you my Christmas PJs. Better? Maybe? Okay, try that. All right. So we have Chocolate High, which is this very neutral brown from the collection. We have Sprinkle Pop, which is kind of giving the funfetti cake vibes. It's very cutesy. It'd be a fun background for a lot of different manis. Okay, Brie. Happens to me too. Oh no, Amanda. Why is my YouTube being rude? All right. Then we have, this is Hot Choco and Mallows. It is the marble from the collection. Very cool. The big unique thing about Gigi's Nail Co. is her marbles. Very pretty. You've got like some gingerbread colors, some white, some of that neutral brown, even some like reddish brown bronze glitters. Ooh, I can't wait to see. You have to send me pictures. You have to send me pictures. Okay. That's Hot Choco and Mallow. Yeah, the base colors for this dip are like perfect to do a tonal, like a neutral tonal. I can talk, really. All right, we have Brown Sugar, which is the lighter color, I think. I think this is it. Nope, that's First Snow. My bad. All right. Nope, wrong again. Haha. First Snow. First Snow is that light brown with gold shimmer, and it has white glitters to sort of feel like the First Snow or like the little snow icing dribbles on the gingerbread roof. Come on, camera, catch up. Catch up. There we go. Okay. And we have, this is Brown Sugar. The next step up or down, depending which direction you're doing the tonal. It's got that golden shimmer, which is kind of the unifying shimmer through these colors. And we have Sweet Gingerbread. Okay. So in order for the neutral solids in the collection, I would say we have Chocolate High, Sweet Gingerbread, and Brown Sugar. That's how I would do it. Sweet Gingerbread is the warmer, I feel like, of the colors. Like, even though Brown Sugar is a warmish shade, it still leans a little, no, I'd probably say it's warm. Chocolate High, though, is very much like a neutral brown. And my favorite, which this was sort of the inspiration for the whole collection from my end, because I asked for this in collection, was Gumdrop Mountain. I wanted like a beautiful white frosting color with these beautiful circle glitters. I've always been obsessed with circle glitters ever since like my indie nail polish days, but it's so hard to fish them out of nail polish, and nail polish dries so fast. One of the reasons I was like driven to dip is because of my obsession with glitter. So that's what brought me here. So that is all 7 colors from the collection. So I believe we are going to be working with the First Snow, Gumdrop Mountain, and sweet gingerbread, maybe some chocolate high. So I'm gonna keep these other ones for another cute mani that I'm gonna do where I'm just painting like little gingerbread men, I think, instead of like trying to do a gingerbread house. So keep your eye out for that as one of my next manis. Again, I am at BDazzldNails, BDazzldNails, on TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, like. I have no idea what happened. Am I back? It looks like YouTube's going to try to be tricksy, so I'm going to have to like hang it out a little bit outside of my holder. So let's try this. Boop. Ugh. All right. Yeah, if you see anything weird, shout it out in the chat, because I am on chat through my son's iPad, so I can see if anything's going wrong. You guys will probably see it faster than I will, just because I'm sharing like the same internet. So it'll probably give me the same internet issues if there are any. All right, where did I leave off? What were we talking about? I don't know. I'm going crazy. It's all good. We'll be fine. All right. Okay. Am I back? I'm still back. I think I'm back. Here. Maybe I can go up a little bit. I'm gonna show as much as I can. And I do have my dip boats. I need to clean out my dip boats real quick. So we're gonna get those set up with like the most used dips that we're gonna do. We're back, we're back, we're back again. So to clean these dip boats out, all you have to do is use a brush or a paper towel and give them a quick little swipey swipe. And because they're nice and smooth on the inside and they don't have any weirdness, like any texture, they don't hold on to dip or chrome or anything. You can wash these with gentle soap and water. You can just rinse them and wipe them. They're fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I need to go buy like 1 million more of these. I already have like 1 million. I'm just like, I want all of them. She's got some cool colors. All right, and one of the secret things I like to use in my glitter manis is I use a tea strainer. I have it in my Amazon shop. You can also find tea strainers at like Dollar Tree, or you can use the organza gift bags that we all get in most of our like small business orders. Okay. Oh, Bree, you'll have to let me know. Also, what do I owe you for the ring and stuff? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, so our main dippy dip colors are going to be our gumdrop, because we're going to be using that for icing. And for the rooftop icing, the full nail icing. I'm trying to, I have a vision. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'll be able to hold on to the vision because I do have ADHD. And I am... Yeah, no worries. I know you got life. We're in the holidays, so if you do vendor stuff, yeah, it's going to be your busy time of the year. With all my son's and mine's health stuff, I actually had to close my business this year. I just couldn't maintain it. Could not maintain it. Not do nails, and nails are like my happy place. So I picked nails. Right. I'm just lining up my colors so they're ready for me. I need one more boat. One more boat. Sweet gingerbread. Again, these are on Etsy, and the store site, and they're 30% off. We are planning to do the sale through the new year. So as we move stuff over from the website onto Etsy, they will become available at the sale price there too. Just in case you're more of an Etsy person versus like a private website person. I know there are shoppers who are like that. All right, pop in my green Red Bull. It is elderflower, one of my favorite flavors. If you know, you know. I am a gin girly, more than I am any kind of other. So elderflower and all that kind of like herbaceous scents and flavors are more my jam. All right, we are trying to reconfigure our telescoping arm for ideal placement. Okay, give it a minute, let it catch up. Pretty good. Okay, nope, we're still off. Okay, I'm gonna try rotating it and see if it'll rotate with. Sometimes it takes like tilting it and then it'll catch up. So we'll see what happens. Because the reason I wanted to do this on YouTube too is because it's supposed to be, you get more screen real estate. Nope, it's just stuck in vertical. Okay, tell me if this is better or if you like the shorter, smaller screens where you can only see some of the stuff. Let me know. Let me know what works best for you. And we're gonna start going. Okay. All right, so in my vision, I need like real estate for these designs, right? So I'm thinking we're going to do, I was like, I have tiny, tiny pinkies. So we don't even get a lot of room on the pinky to like leave room for the circles. So I'm going to do, I think we're gonna have to do the gingerbread house nail on the thumb. Then we're going to do the icing nail on the center or the index. I want to do a French, potentially with a sweater design. We'll see. And then I think the thumb, the pinky, we may try to paint like a teeny tiny gingerbread man. I don't know. The design could adjust, so I'm just trying to plot where I need colors. Yep, I'm gonna make the index gonna make the index the, there we go. Okay, Amanda, loud and clear, I read ya. Come up a little bit then, see if that helps, okay? All right, it's like, I need to shift a little bit. We're gonna start with our index. I'm gonna do this one, the French nail. So I have yet to find like my perfect nude in a dip. So I will usually use a rubber base. I like more of a peachy pink, but I have had to buy a lot to like experiment. So this is a very peach. It's a very peach nude. This is what I generally use on my nails as like they're under my press-ons and stuff. I do a new fresh rubber base mani probably every 2 to 3 weeks. My nails grow pretty fast because the rubber gel keeps them nice and healthy and keeps them from breaking. You don't want your rubber gel to be too thick because we do have significant sturdiness from the tip itself, but I'm looking for opacity. So it is self-leveling to a degree, but I try to help it out where and when I can. And then don't be afraid to buff your rubber base after you're finished, because you might have to add a bit to keep it like more opaque. So don't be afraid. As long as you haven't done your design yet, nothing to fear. All right. Yeah, the elusive perfect nude, exactly. As a neutral olive-toned girly, it's the worst. Anything from lipsticks to foundations to my gel and dip. Anything with the least little bit of warmth to it tends to pull really, really terracotta on me. I think I'm back. I don't know what's happening. I've got it on Do Not Disturb. It should not be power cycling or anything, but let me plug in a power cable just in case that's what's causing the problem. Because it could be. You know, YouTube was supposed to be easier. Okay. Try again. Am I back? Cool. Thanks, Amanda. All right. I think I'm back. I'm ready to cry. Like, run away. Okay. See if we're good. Got my power cable. So hopefully I wasn't gone too long. So I usually just do one. I'm just looking. Oh, we were debating the existence of the perfect nude for us olive toned neutral girlies. There's between nail products, lip products, and foundations. So we are going to spray. So what I do is I remove the sticky base, the sticky inhibition layer from my rubber base. I give it a nice little buff to get it all matte and like smooth looking, and then I will work from there on it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All pink neutrals for you. Yep, I mean, yep, that's your skin tone. It's a little easier, I think, for you guys to find colors. But I'm European Native American. Mostly Welsh, Irish, English, and French, with a bit of Scots. So I've got the fair English with the olive undertone. I don't lie, I look a little weird. Brie is Pinky Lee, she is. All right, so I'm just filing this a little bit off screen so I don't get my dips contaminated with filing dust. I'm just taking down the sidewalls a tiny bit because square nails get bulky very quickly. So we just want to make sure we're maintaining that shape through the manicure. Especially when you're working on press-ons. You can get bulky really quick without knowing it. All right. Give her a little wipey wipe. Okay. Now there's our little nude friend that's just gonna hang out. Wait for us to decide where else we're doing stuff. Okay, we decided the thumb is going to be the gingerbread house. So I've never done this mani before. I always have it in my Inspo for every Christmas. So we're just gonna try to figure this out. I'm thinking because I'm doing the frosting look, I kind of want to get more of a color block so that the cuticle doesn't get really thick. So I don't want to do the brown there first. I kind of want to do an icing halo and then I'll fill in with brown. We'll see if that works. Right? It's beautiful. Yeah, her dips are such high quality. That's why we really got to get everybody interested. We got to get them out here looking at Kim's dips because they're so good. All right. We're gonna tap, tap, tap. And then I'm going to go in. I'm really just looking for frosting coverage, not the dots yet. Okay. Then I'm going to scooch it up a little bit with my silicone tool. Well, hopefully while the base is still wet, I will just scooch it up. I may need to move my dips to the side. And I am very much going for like a 3D texture with the icing, so. Okay. I'm gonna put our swatches up here, we'll move our dips over. I just don't want to contaminate them. I'm very good at that, dropping glitters. Got ourselves a nice little workspace. Hopefully this looks all right. I don't want to be too far off screen. Okay. Boop. A little chugga chugga choo train over here. Okay. Actually, be better if I do it this way. Hi, welcome. Happy to see a new face for today. The colors are amazing. The collection is divine. All right, so we are now going to fill in with our sweet gingerbread. And hope that goes okay. So I start with the frosting because it's semi-sheer to begin with. And that is Gumdrop Mountain. And then I come in here and I just paint around. How you doing, sweetie? So I just paint around to get ready for that brown base. Okay. And like I've said before, don't be afraid to mix your mediums. You can work in dip, you can work in gel, and you can work in dip and gel on the same mani. No big deal, okay? No big deal. So then I'm gonna give this like a little bit of a brush off. Okay, and we're gonna go in again with our icing. So before I go in and do the finer details on everything, I'm kind of trying to set up the base for each of these nails. Oh yes, shameless self-plug. My link tree is, I think, BDazzldNails. And my affiliate links are there. That's how my channel keeps going. That's how I afford my nail products and take care of my son. I do not work. I am a full-time caregiver to my child. He has high special needs, so we just could not maintain a job and give him the appropriate care. None of the daycares would take him, so I've been home since he was born, basically. I have worked some work from home jobs on and off as his health has let me, but as he's gotten older, his like therapies and his own care is just a little more intense, so I just focus on taking care of him. We just started with a new OT and a new feeding therapist. We got back our physical therapy, so I'm very excited. I see big things for Kieran in 2025, so Mommy's got to be there to support him. I'm the bus driver. I'm the bus driver. Okay, so we're starting that. That's just the rough shape that we've got for our gingerbread nail. We're just setting the stage. All right. So now I want to do the ring finger olive icing. That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna do the ring finger all icing. icing is AKA Gumdrop Mountain. I'm just thinking of it in terms of manicure use, like where it's going in the manicure. So if you're like, icing, fudge, what is she talking about? So now, because I do want some of these circles, I'm going to give it a nice little tap to like get those circles up to the top. Okay, for these kind of glitters, I will always do a flat lay, even on my nails. I won't do pour over or dip unless I'm building that base level layer. And that usually will give you a solid base. So like this is white and glitter. So if you do pour over, you're just gonna catch the white and none of the glitters. But I'm trying to go for opacity here in as few layers as possible because we are working with square tips. Frequently, you'll find coffins go square when you're working in dip because of how bulky dip can be. So you just want to try to think about it and head that off where you can. And then before everything sets down, I'm just pressing down our cute little glitters. I love them. I love them. They're like little gumdrops. I love them. They're so cute. Okay. I'm wiping off my dip base brush every time before I go back into my bottle. So we still haven't picked the giveaway winner. So if you are interested in being entered, go watch Friday nights live in the Facebook group. Catch the special code words and message them to either Kim or me, and then you'll be entered. Okay? We're trying to drive traffic to the group and drive traffic to our lives so everybody kind of learns where to find that stuff. Because we want to hang out with you guys. Okay. All right. We're going to try to give that a tap, 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 tap. If I don't get enough, I'm going to use the glitter sifting trick. But I think I've kind of aimed it where I want it to be. Just boop. Nope, not enough still. That's okay. That's okay, don't be afraid. That's why dip is great. Hand placing glitters is so much easier with dip powder. And maybe you're fine with it. Maybe you don't need to hand place it. But I'm going for the gumdroppiest gumdrop. My husband likes gumdrops. I'm not a huge fan unless they're like the fruit flavored ones. His is like cinnamon and spearmint. I don't like mint food a lot. It's just too reminiscent of toothpaste. So I don't like mint and chocolate. I don't like mint candies, really. I like the melty butter candies, like the peppermint red and white butter candies. But I'm not big into candy canes, stuff like that. So I'm stealing all of his red gumdrops. Don't tell him. He hasn't noticed. And he specifically told me not to. So, shh. It'll be our secret. So I don't want to get any thicker. I'm liking the look of this. So, you love the spicy ones? Yeah. That's basically what it is. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use my tea sifter. And I keep misplacing my dip spoons that I usually have over here that make it easier to scoop. But let me see. I need to go and I need to buy them again. I'm just going to use, what do I have? I literally don't have any spoons. I mean, metaphoric spoons and real spoons. Alright, so I'm gonna use this one. This is a prototype. This is not what the dip boats look like. I'm just using it for, it's what's here. So I just pour my boat into my tea sifter, strainer, whatever. And then we'll just tap, 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 tap. you can grab your tool and give it a little spin, and that'll get those glitters showing faster. And you can work with just the glitters. So this way you can make a plain dip, you could make just glitters, you could get wild and crazy and just use the glitters, which I think would be a fun mani. I love circle glitters, like I said. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with a layer of base. Okay. And then we're just going to kind of fill in those spots where we want some additional glitters. So I had star rhinestones because I really wanted to try to get close to the inspo picture, but I haven't been able to find them. So if you see this mani on Instagram and it suddenly has star rhinestones, that's why. I found them. These would make cute little holly berries too. You pick out the glitters, or just do the white and then do little like holly berry designs. I think it would be super cutesy. What I'm failing to pick up are those really tiny glitters. I love those though. They make like the candy vibe. That's why I fell in love with this dip, is because it's not all one size of glitter. And that gives it a lot more depth and dimension to work with. I'm not very good at like chaos. Trying to be more free with where I place my glitters. Did I not get any of the big? I don't think I got any of the big glitters. Whoops, I only got the medium-sized glitters in that pickup. Well, we have to fix that. I was like, I thought there were 3 sizes. There were. Because of that, I'm going to put a little red one there. Nope. Our base is drying up a little bit, so I'm just going to add a little more. And I'm going to look and see, what do I want to add? It looks like in the sift out that I got when she poured my bottle, I did not get a lot of the big glitters. So she may have to add more big glitters to the next batch. And we'll see. Maybe she likes it this way. And then I'll just have to ask her for extra glitters. All right. So I nudged that over there. I wanted to put the red down here. I'm just kind of moving things around. We are getting a little crowded. I just want one more red glitter. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna cover that glitter. He's still cute. He still works. There we go. Put that there. Put the little white one there. Aw. I miss the baby days. I have had baby fever for months. It's one of the reasons we're like so hardcore trying to get our house organized, is because we'd really like to get into fostering to adopt. Anywhere from baby to toddler. I already took one teenager into my house and raised her. I need that loyalty to build up where they love you and there's still like that relationship before they hit puberty. She got really mean. I still love her. Our relationship is fine, but yeah. You need to have those months of story reading, cuddling, all that kind of stuff to be like, okay, this is just a phase. They'll grow out of it. It's not permanent. Anybody else feel me? Teenagers are just a whole nother species. And not in a bad way. I remember being the same way when I was a teenager. So I hope I gave her more grace than my parents gave me. I did my best to remember what it was like to be a teenager. Even though it's a very different world now. I may have put too many glitters on, guys, but I like it. It's cute. I like it. Definitely might be too big for a middle finger, for a ring fingernail. Oop, oop. We're gonna have to pinch it. I love it, Brie. 16. Oof, yeah. Yeah, mine moved in at 13. She's my niece from my baby sister. And I had to quickly change from beloved, cool auntie to, yes, I'm an adult. Yes, I know better. And yes, you have to listen to me. It was a bummer for us all. But I hope it's also what got us through it. You are cool, Brie. You do cool things. So, all right. Pour her back. All right. The Manny's plotted. I'm thinking. I need to open my Inspo real quick so I can get a peek at it again. I'm forgetting the fingers. So yeah, if you're curious about what Inspo I'm working from, we are working from Facebook, the Gigi Nails group. Gigi's Nail Co. So I'll be back. Let me back into Facebook. Let me back into Facebook. All right, so pardon the broken screen, but this is sort of the vibe that I'm looking at. It's also very dirty because my son always has sticky fingers. So let me wipe it off real quick. My perpetual little boy. All right, wipey wipe. There we go. Well, that's better. Okay, maybe. So here's all the different gingerbread manis that I've been looking at and thinking about. I kind of like that one too. I'm just doing a cutesy little 3D house. But this is the vibe I'm going for. If I don't do the sweater nails, I'm looking to do sort of the cutesy drippy. I was looking at all kinds of cutesy drippies. Shein, of course, stole somebody's real design. This was also really cute too. There's just so many versions of this mani out there that are just adorable. So I think I want to use First Snow on this finger. And we'll decide. We'll do something gingerbready on it. Might just be a little simplified, but I want to use that for snow. Interesting. My live link that I put in the group is not working. That's weird. Yeah, it's weird. Well, we'll have to copy and comment the actual link that's going to work. That's frustrating. Hopefully nobody from the Facebook group got lost. Take me to the group. Hopefully that link is appropriate there. No, Facebook, I'm not enjoying you. You can't have my feedback. It's back to not showing me chat. There we go. Haha, I'm truly in. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Hi, Amanda. Help with what, babe? Is there anything you can do to help with what? Oh, sharing the links. If you want to grab and share the YouTube link wherever seems appropriate, that would be helpful. I just want to make sure everybody can see it. All right, I keep thumping it. All right, so we have first snow, and it has those white glitters. Yes, I'm wearing a Halloween sweatshirt. Ah, with Christmas pants, don't ask. Don't ask and I won't lie. It might be done today. All right, so these glitters are very, very fine. Oh, you didn't see the inspo? Okay, sorry, Bree. Sorry, Bree. I'll show you the inspo. Oh, let me get back to Facebook. Get back to Facebook. Okay, so here's our inspo photos. We're looking at a bunch of different ones. I'm hoping you guys can see this and the light's not doing. I tried cleaning it. But yeah, there's like, it's kind of like candy pastels to the icing with the gumdrops and the sugar sprinkles, which we might do a version of. I really wanted to attempt some of these 3D elements, so we'll see. I may try to do them in like the chocolate and see what we can do. I got clear 3D modeling gel to try that. Here's the cat eye version of the Manny. Here's the cutesy little short nail version of the Manny, which I did one closer to that. 3D little dingy guy. More like the chocolate milk with the plaid. Super sparkly version. Cute little snow house. Like, I was also kind of considering something like this. I wanted a nail like that, but I hadn't determined which nail that would be. I think our gumdrop nail is kind of taking that nail's place. That's the Inspo. I hope it showed. If not, see if you can scooch the live back 10 or 15 seconds and then it should be there. Now where did my YouTube go? I ran away again. Oof, I'm so tired, guys. Why is this not showing? Ugh, whatever. Whatever. Okay, then go back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Alright. So I've got it up next to me on my lamp. So show me, chat me, so I can talk to you guys. Let's chat. Oh yeah, if you can and you're watching, like the live. That's super helpful. Tells people there's something worth seeing here. It's still hiding the chat from me. Guys, why? Well, I'll try to get back into the chat. If I'm missing anything, I'm sorry. It's being a rat. Oh yeah. So what I was saying is that the white glitters in here are very, very lightweight. So you may have to like fluff it a few times to get in here. Right? That's for snow. I saw them. They're just hiding. I think they're all hiding at the bottom. I think they're all hiding at the bottom, guys. Let me see. Got one of my cuticle pushers. So we'll try to shake it around. See if we can dig out some of those glitters. So yeah, if you just wanted a solid nail, that would be the way to go about it. Did I? Because I sifted the glitters last night. I don't, oh, that's not for snow. That's sweet gingerbread. Duh. Ugh, guys. I was like, where did the glitters go? Nope, right here. Y'all, not enough caffeine. Okay, so there we go. So it's a little lighter. Got those white bar glitters and that beautiful gold. So try that again. Whew, I thought I was losing my mind. I was like, did I pour back the sifted glitters into the wrong dip? Like, how sucky would that be? How sucky would that be, guys? Okay. Ooh, I picked up a nice amount. Okay, so I'm just going to flatten those out. If I want to scooch any of them around, now is the time to do it. Which, I mean, it's not too bad. I think we got a nice coverage, and then I'm just going to press them down and then maybe grab a couple white circles. Okay. Let's see. The white circles tend to be the ones that like sink to the bottom. So I'm just gonna basically sift and tap the glitter, the dip, until I see more of those circle glitters on top. I'm just kind of glitter fishing. You could just go haphazard, and just dip it back in. We'll see. Y'all know me. Controlled chaos or no chaos at all. Even during my swatches last night, I was like, no, we're gonna have more circles. All right. So I was thinking this would be like a background. It gives the vibe, but then like, you don't want to detract from it, so. That's that nail. Let's turn that out there. Okay. Again, that was first snow. And we're gonna do this sweet gingerbread on our pinky again, maybe. Yes. No, we're gonna do chocolate. Yes, we're doing chocolate. I don't remember anymore. But why not? We'll work it in. It is such a lovely, that was one dip. Like, you don't have to dip it again. Great coverage. Okay. We'll put her there. And then now we're gonna do, I think, the French on the finger. How did I want to do that? I think I will start with my gel liner. Okay. And sort of start there. I'm not sure exactly where we will go from on that, but I think it's fine if it's just the link. You could throw up a picture from the group from the Sweet Temptations. Oh, congratulations! 4 years ago? Aww. My husband and I have been married for 15 years now. And it's been a road. A good road, but you know, having a special needs child is going to complicate anything. But I do feel like I picked the man who was going to be the best partner for that journey. I was engaged when I first moved to Los Angeles, and that man would not have been able to handle our life. So all things happen for a reason, I believe. It's just about finding the reason, you know? Alright, so this is a Hema-free gel liner from Galleria, and I am giving us a little frosting French, so it's not perfect, it's a little wavy. We're going to throw that in the lamp to cure that down, and I'm kind of establishing like the shape, and then because it's over the nude, I am going to fill it in with the gel liner just a little bit to give that white opaque, and then we're going to dip into Gumdrop Mountain. I think that'll work. I think I want our doors to be the chocolate to tie it in. So let's try that. I am going to give this a light buff just to make sure I'm applying the dip over a relatively smooth surface. Sometimes I will just activate and then work with gel going forward. That's always an option too. It just becomes like gel nail art. You can mix it with the acrylic. So for me, that's just kind of like, depends on how things are behaving, on what choices I might make with that. I don't need it to be perfect. I just want it to be a little smoother. This is where we bust out my paintbrushes, hopefully. Hopefully I brought all the right ones. My little scooper to help with the 3D gel. Excuse me. Let me see one. I also brought an acrylic pen just in case I needed something more like that. Oh, here's one of my good brushes. Okay, that's tiny. Well, that may not actually work. It's so tiny. It's my Orly. I forgot I had this. Yes, okay, we are keeping that one like pristine. It is probably the narrowest one I've seen. So if you ever find your chance to buy Orly brushes, I do highly suggest them. They're lovely quality. But not what I'm looking for today. I'm finding all my long ones. It's like 12, 13, 14. Okay, this will work, I think. Okay. We're going to clean the brush a little bit. To try to keep my brushes from fraying, I do generally put them back with some kind of gel on them. Usually it's clear base, but sometimes life gets hectic and you leave an old green old green gel. Just want to get a bit of that off. Okay. Since we're gonna do like a cutesy little door design, I'm not really worried about it being too flat, I think is the word I'm trying to say. We'll see. I don't have my palettes in back here. I've been doing less lives, so a lot of my nail arty stuff is in my back room, or my front room rather, and I'm in my back room. All right, so we're gonna hope that works. With that, and I just use gel. Okay, and then we're gonna use our silicone tool and scooch it. Yeah, that's smart.